like a lot of us got it backwards. It was Martha who got the order wrong. She said, now Lord, you hear me throwing all them pots and pans in here? And why this gal is at your feet? All right. It looked like you ought to tell her where to go. Now this text and this story is usually interpreted as an example of tension that exists between those who are given to outward service and those who are given to inward worship. Mm-hmm. When many preachers preach this, they preach about a tension that's between the people on the outside and then the people on the inside. Right. There's a tension between because Martha is one personality and Mary is another personality. And there's a tension between both persons' personality. Martha is the one who's outward served. She's in the kitchen. Mary is the one who's inward worship. She's at the feet of Jesus. And the tension between the two of them, it suggests this morning to us that there's no tension between the outward service and inward worship. Now follow me. But rather, the two of them should work
together. All right. Amen.
Wait. You cannot have outward service without inward worship. All
right.
You cannot have one without the other. Both of them go together. And what Jesus was telling Martha is that y'all need to learn to work together. It's not one outdoing the other one, it's both working together. Outward, inward, meaning that when you put your, a lot of us want to put our hands on stuff and not our heart in nothing.
All right.
We want to do a program, we want to put our hands on it, but we want to sit on it until the very last minute. And we don't put our hands in what we're trying to do. And then when the program becomes a failure, you're looking for a reason why it failed. Because it's the preacher you got here that didn't bring the program. Preacher ain't got nothing to do with it. They're out there working and serving the Lord. Even if you didn't have a sermon and you got to promote the program, people ought to come if you ain't got no sermon at all. Outward, inward service, outward worship. You put your hands on stuff. Look. Y'all remember when the Lord gave them the order to, I'm going to give you a good example of outward service, not inward work. When the Lord gave them the commandment to take the Ark of the Covenant down to Israel, and he told them, he said, now I'm going to give you specific direction of how I want you to carry. I want you to take 2 solid brass poles, and I want you to put it between the brass rings on the ark. And then I want me 2 strong men to put it on their shoulders. And I want y'all to carry it down just like that. But old Usher, he decided to do it his way. He decided to take an ox and make our own little cart and then tie the ark to the back of the ox. On the way to Israel, the ark stumbled. And the ox stumbled and the ark fell. And when the usher saw the ark falling, he runs up there and tried to catch it, and God killed him dead on the spot. But God told him, I want you to put the burdens on 2 strong men's shoulders to show them that I can bear all burdens. The usher did not want to bear the burden. He wanted the oxen to bear the burdens. And when the oxen couldn't bear the burdens, he decided to touch the ark, and God killed him. We want to put our hands on stuff and not our heart in it. We want to get mad because we're not the boss. I'm not the secretary. I ain't going to do that. I'm not the president. I don't care if they fail. for you. I got some news for you. Then Jesus showed up.
All right.
When you think I'm going to fail, I like it when folks think I'm falling. Because just when you think I'm falling, he reaches way down.
All right.
Pick me up. No. Inward, Martha. You got the outward stuff. And Mary got what I'm looking for. I'm looking for what's on the inside.
All right.
But you know, Jesus told them folk, he said when he went into Jerusalem riding on Palm Sunday, riding on the donkey, he said, you praise me with your lips. But when I look at your heart, it's far away from me.
All right.
Martha, no, Mary, you sit there. You stay right there, Mary. If they try to make you move, stay right there. I told y'all to go tell. I told Vera them to go tell Dolores. And I told them to tell her just like I said. I don't know if they told her or they added their little stuff in it. But I'm going to tell you just like I said it, you're making too much noise in here. You're tearing up my church, and the folk in here can't hear me preach. They want to listen to me. You're making too much noise. I told Bill to go tell you when you come to church, be quiet. And I told Bill to tell you, don't you ever shut up. You don't know what God done for you. You don't know what God brought you through. Let everything that has breath praise the Lord. Make joy into the Lord. Hey, come. I got some Peters in here, Dolores. Get on their nerves. When they come to you and try to make you hush, tell them to hold my mule and I'll shut up. You don't know what God done for me. You don't know what he brought me through. When I feel like lifting up holy hands, it's me that's making all this noise. Tell them, no, Martha, you sit right there. Don't move, Martha. Mary, you sit right there. You don't care what Marthas are saying. Don't care how Marthas are hating. You stay right at the feet of Jesus because let Jesus speak. My Lord. And then Jesus came. And he changed it. And that's why you women outnumber men in church. Jesus tried to get the men straight. They left church. Which I had some help in. But the women kept coming. Kept on praising. Kept on lifting up holy hands. When the men made babies and left them, you stayed with them. I wish I had some help in. And you raise children by yourself. You ought to have something you ought to shout about. Because they don't know what you had to do without in order for your little baby to do with it. You ought to say, thank you, Lord, for another journey. No, Martha. I got some Marthas who want to be seen. If they figure they can't be seen, they're not going to do it. They figure their name not going to get called. I got some Marthas. But I thank God for my marriage. You stayed there at the feet of Jesus. No matter what they called you, what they talked about you, said you wasn't no good, that's all right. I ain't by myself. I'm bad because Jesus is with me. If I ain't no good, it's because God made me that way. Amen. No, you stay right there. Don't move. know Martha put down those pots and pans and come in here and sit next to Mary because I got something to tell you. What Mary is doing is a good thing. Lord, I'm finished. Praise God from whom bless me, Lord. When I'm down, that's when he lifts me up. When I'm sad, that's when he makes me glad. When I feel all by myself, that's when he's with me. Stand, please. Stand on.